Well, hello friends and family, who are currently my only audience for these videos. This is another part of me going through updating my website, getting it ready to go live once the products hit my doorstep. But today I want to talk about something a bit different, more about how my journey has ended me here. Currently, I work a 9-to-5 job as a customer service manager for a company who provide SIM cards for a myriad of different applications, pretty much except your phone or your tablet. Think GPS trackers, medical devices, payment processing, and the like. For years, I've been working for that company, solving small business challenges, and really what I've gotten to is there's just no more room to grow, and it's time to spread out either by myself or into a new role. Because of office politics and being acquired by larger companies and all of the malarkey that comes with being owned by another person, I've developed a rather solid distaste for basically working for anyone but myself. While I do get a fair bit of autonomy in my role, I think it was time to start thinking about my future and my career. This is a huge step toward that. I have been playing trading card games for well over 10 years now, and this feels like the best way I can put my small business skills into practice while also focusing on an area of my life that I have dedicated myself to for months at a time, over and over again. For those who can't tell, I'm an Australian resident, and that means that when I play trading card games, I only play them for probably 2 months at a time in the lead up to big events. Having been a Yu-Gi-Oh player for most of my life, I've been subjected to limited events per year, crappy pricing, awful event structure, terrible judging, and worst of all, a company who refuses to augment and update or improve their own card pool, even in the face of community outcry. Because of that, of late I have found myself playing the One Piece trading card game, which has been a far more inviting and engaging experience, and I hope to bring you some gameplay on the channel at my local store Aussie Collectibles, provided they give me the permission. The things that One Piece tend to do better is they have a far more intricate and rewarding prize structure. If you go to a Yu-Gi-Oh! YCS or a Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series, which is their premier event, you go in the running to win exactly one rubber playmat and a vanilla or a normal monster that they've created just for that series of events. These prizes retain absolutely zero value. This year, I spent $1,500 on a competitive deck, countless hours testing that strategy, hundreds more on accommodation and flights, only to be rewarded with a single rubber playmat, which now Konami has deemed is their only form of legal accessory. For those of you who don't know, Konami recently implemented a new rule in their game where if the event you are attending is being streamed in an official capacity, you may only use the accessories that are either completely plain in color or they must have the Konami branding and they must be official Konami product, which means all of those special accessories that I have purchased for myself, personalized my card playing setup, I can no longer use at these events. Now, I'm not saying there aren't limitations at other tournaments like One Piece and Pokemon, but they aren't as strict as what Konami have just implemented. Konami have shown me time and time again that they are a money-hungry, power-incapable company, and I can't stand to continue playing their events in the capacity that I have. This is not to say I'll stop playing entirely. I still have plenty of friends that play this game, and I'll have a very hard time pulling myself away from it. As you can see in the background of this video, there is a jersey which does say my name and the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship on it. There was a time where I was one of Australia's premier players, but that time has come and gone, and it's time for me to branch out. In using these small business skills that I've picked up from my 6 years with my current company, I'm hoping I can put them to good use, but I have never really gotten involved in marketing, building my service. Look, I've never built a business from the ground up. The idea of that is rather daunting, but it also is liberating at the same time. I do have some pretty major milestones with this business. Firstly, I need to get myself to 500 followers on TikTok, because that's the threshold you can start streaming on. And once I can start streaming on TikTok, then I can start using my website as a rip and ship platform. And by joining on, you have a chance to win some bounty prizes if you hit one of the chase cards in the set. Let's say, for example, I've bought a stack of the Korean EV Hero set. If you hit yourself a Moon Art Umbreon, there may be some additional prizes waiting in the background to hand out. Or even if you just order a lot of product from the website, $50 or more, I'll give you a chance to win some extra boosters for your trouble. This sort of rip and ship idea was introduced to me by the PokeNE website, and I've got a lot of friends who have been involved in rip and ship streams who find that this is the most entertaining way to open your packs. It makes you feel like you're opening them with a community, with the added bonus of winning some additional prizes along the way. But that's by no means going to be the focus of the business. In the long term, this needs to be a sustainable online business without needing to draw people in just to purchase products at the chance of winning some prizes. I have been looking at different websites, exclusive gaming, Snorlax Pokecards, crispy hits and rips, and what I'm trying to do is not just emulate those services but improve upon them. I feel like that's the strategy for success, at least in the short term. And then once I have built up a following and a customer base, then we can start growing out into something that's way more sustainable, which will be you guys come to the website, purchase your booster packs, you get nice little emails and newsletters from me, and we can connect regularly via social media rather than me taking every pack you guys have purchased, opening it on stream for the dopamine hit, and giving away some prizes. That's going to be really cool in the short term, but not super sustainable if it's just me running the business. The next major milestone we need to hit is we really need to hit there's going to be a point where I'm either working enough or my sales are enough to justify me leaving my current business. This is not something that I want to do lightly, nor do I think this is anything that's going to happen within the next year or even 2 years. But I'll know when the time has come, when we've reached an official distributor and they agree to sell to my paltry, shitty little company based out of my office at home. I'm not going to build myself up as a brick and mortar store. There's just too much money involved, too much investment. And I think that plenty of people have been able to make a successful business model at home, and I reckon I can be one of them. But all of that is besides the point at this stage. Our only goal right now is to get this website online, some stock on the shelves, and to hopefully start getting some customers in. We've got a few marketing channels, but we're not going to launch those just yet, or we're not going to start really pushing those out to everyone just yet, because I only have a handful of TikTok videos. I've put nothing on my Instagram. I've got no idea what to post there, and we've only got a handful of videos on YouTube, and I don't think this series is entertaining enough by itself to get the interest I want and people through the online store. So that's really exciting in a different way. What that means is I'm going to be focusing my heart and soul in getting some content that you guys actually give a shit about, which is going to be box openings, news, card discussions, gameplay from my local store, sneak peeks or pre-releases, and just anything to do with the card game. from a competitive standpoint, I know you guys probably won't care, and my market is those who don't care about competition. You definitely want to come in as a collector, or if you just have that urge to open a booster pack like I do. We've got a cardbot vending machine at our local shopping center. I truly cannot resist the temptation to go past that. There's even 7-Elevens these days have booster boxes sitting there in their store. My friends and I can't help ourselves but go past, purchase a few booster packs. I'm just trying to capture the little bit of magic that you get when you open that booster pack, just that dopamine hit when you crack it open and you're expecting something good. In your mind's eye, you are praying for an extra booster pack to come through, or for an extra prize to come through. Coming back briefly to the website building sides of things, which at this stage, look, if you're listening to this video so far, it's because you've fallen asleep to this and you for some reason enjoy the sound of my voice. But I'm building out a separate page here called how to rip my pulls on stream. The one thing I've noticed with a lot of these rip and ship pages, there's a cut there. The one thing I've noticed with a lot of these streams is there is no instruction, no fork in the road for you to decide, hey, do I actually want a stranger on the internet to be opening my packs, or would I be happy for them to just ship it straight to me? Now, in terms of pricing, no idea what that's going to mean, but there's got to be a place where this is actually explained. I think this is the one crucial element that's missed in a lot of these websites. They're planning on being rip and ship streamers for the rest of their lives, but that's not the goal here. Our goal is hit a point where orders are sustainable without the stream, and then hopefully all of you are loyal enough to me that you'll keep coming to me for your cards and packs, and maybe even at some point have some singles on the website and focus on that. Because I'd much rather be packing and shipping orders all day than jumping on camera and trying to record content, because as I've been told already, I'm not very good at this. And I don't think this is a practice makes perfect situation. We're going to see if I can cultivate a personality that gets you guys interested in anything I have to say. If you knew what how decorated I was in some trading card games, you probably would, but who knows. Anyway, that's probably enough out of me for tonight. For those of you who have made it this far into the video, I really appreciate your attention. I hope you know that you're listening or that watching this video means the world to me, and I hope that I can reward that attention by bringing you some more interesting content very shortly. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have an unboxing video of the latest Yu-Gi-Oh set, or even some One Piece, and I'll make sure that there's always some packs being opened on TikTok if you'd like to join on. Thank you for enjoying Forbidden Cards, and I'll see you next time.